Thank you very much, and Assalamu alaikum, namaste to everybody. I hope everyone's well in the room, and you're looking forward to this first webinar on behalf of SCF. This webinar was a new idea in terms of the concept that we're trying to do. So it's part of our communication strategy to try and get out to the people of Sweden in terms of what's required for different concepts of what we're working towards. If I could just do some housekeeping, please. If I could just ask people to mute their screens for me, please. Everybody will get a chance to ask questions. There is a slide at the end, and there'll be a short presentation which I will go through. Hopefully, Monica is going to be my administrator, and she's going to be doing the background stuff for me. And hopefully, at the end of the presentation, all burning questions, anything you want to ask, any unsurety, any burning questions that you have, please just ask away for me. So I hope everybody's well. I hope you're wintering well and hopefully training well, ready for the new season up and coming. So we'll just start. So obviously, welcome to today, the first of 5 webinars. This will be part of the National Structure webinar. And this is an overview from the Director of Cricket, which is myself, Qasim Ali. So this is the first of 4 or 5 webinars, and my remit as Director of Cricket is to oversee all 3 teams, which is the under-19s, the women's and the men's team, in terms of their preparations. And part of this role is to obviously develop the cricket, which is leading to a better high-performance environment for our cricketers in Sweden. I know people have come and gone in the past, but obviously I'm a firm believer of trying to make sure that we have a vision that we can work towards, and hopefully we can have a thriving section in our cricketing players, both from a men's, women's and a junior. So this is my vision, hopefully as a Director of Cricket, is to be a leading force in cricket throughout development and performance. So 2 very separate sections there, on and off the pitch. So that goes with a lot of activity that is meant to be happening on the pitch, but also off the pitch in terms of the background staff, in terms of the background activity, which most people don't actually see. So it's the iceberg effect. So you only see most people see the top of the outcome, which is the top of the iceberg, but underneath the ocean, there is a lot of activity that happens to make this an effective unit. And we are looking to obviously thrive in our vision within Europe. And then eventually, I would like my next slide in the next couple of years to be throughout the world. So part of this, I get a lot of questions asked about how do I become a national player, and it's very simple, very straightforward. It's a top-down approach, but actually this is a bottom-up approach. So we are now introducing scouts. So Monica, if you could just keep clicking on. That would be great. 1 click there. So the scouting system that we're starting right on our fundamental stage is about getting positive intelligence about our players throughout Sweden, in every corner, in every capacity, in every match. So we are looking to, I will be recruiting experienced and knowledgeable people within the cricket environment within Sweden who can give me consistent information and accurate information about people and their development, and also the games and the quality of cricket that they're playing. And this helps both from a selection point of view and our player pathway to get the right people involved in our system. One of the other things that we're going to be looking to do is open trials. This is a common thing that happens throughout the world, and it's another avenue for me to give everybody the opportunity to showcase their skills, whether they're a beginner or a more experienced one. So a fair and complex, transparent opportunity is given to everybody. So obviously there is some remits around that. Eligibility wise, cricketing skills must be sort of playing hardball cricket, but there will be open trials in 2023 for everybody to come on board. And that sits part of our program and our development pathway. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of observational sessions and also recommendations within the scouting system that will be coming. Next point, please. Then we sort of look into our regional cricket, which obviously happens throughout Sweden. Is a big place, as everybody knows. And for me to sort of cast my eyes and throw the net out in terms of getting our quality cricketers playing more regularly, but more importantly, under the watchful eye. So there's going to be a lot of regional cricket happening, which happens throughout the year. But most importantly, we will be searching for the consistent performers in their natural disciplines regionally, which the scouts will be looking for. And this goes right across the men's, women's, and under-19s. This is not specifically just for a particular age group or a team. This is throughout our sort of national program and national development pathway. And then obviously moving into the performance section, this is where we look to get our best performances, where players will be invited to the SPL, the Women's Premier League, and also the JPL, where we get the best of the best playing against each other. And across multiple different disciplines, we'll be looking at the quality of the players coming forward. So what we're starting to do is we're really starting to cast the net closer and closer to the best players who are possibly available for the National Development Programme. And then obviously a new section that we're looking at introducing this year already started to be implemented in our development programme. We are now looking to unearth the best 24 players available, which obviously makes up our squad of national players, whereas this year my experience has been selecting 15 players per tour, and we tend to have a new pool of players every time. From next year onwards, there will be a development squad which is going to be assisting and performing regularly with the national squad. So a total of 24 players will make up the national team, and here we are going to be doing intense training, looking at particular matchups, and by matchups, for those that don't know, is we're looking batters versus batters, all-rounders versus all-rounders, spinners versus spinners, and looking at the high-intensity environment, and also whether players can handle it under pressure and make the best decisions moving forward. And that's how the development players. So there'll be 11 additional development players, along with a 14 selected squad, making a total of 25 players. 24 players. So there will be 13 players selected, and obviously 11 in the development squad, making it 24 players, which will be selected. Then into our national team, here's where we look for the ability to deliver match-winning contributions on any surface, any ground, any team, repeatedly. And this is where one of the keywords there is obviously repeatedly. We're looking for match winners who can produce at high levels under high pressure with high intensity, and obviously develop the purpose of winning games for the national teams. And one of the big I think examples for this is Shaz, our captain, produced some match-winning performances in the ECN recently, which was for me a pinnacle of this example. So from a losing position, coming back and developing a match-winning situation, and obviously getting the team over the line and doing it repeatedly. So this is what I would consider as characteristics for the national team. So this is our player development program, and this is how it would, the pathway in terms of how it would look for our national team. At any point, there is an entry point and there is an exit point. So a lot of players who are generic across Sweden ask the question, why am I not playing, and I get this a lot, unfortunately, why am I not playing? I've scored 20 runs last weekend. Well, unfortunately, 20 runs doesn't win you a national team place. We want to make our team as competitive as possible. If you're scoring 50s, 80s, 100s regularly, then you're in the eyes of the scouts. Then you're invited to our performance program. Then you're challenging our development program, and then you're looking to compete for our national team. So a part of that is hopefully getting some reality in our communication, but also getting some transparency in terms of what everyone is looking for in terms of selection.